can I run a sub 70-minute HYROX in 7 weeks' time?
That was fast. Welcome back to another episode, mate. You join me 2 reps into 8 of some 1K repeats. Enjoy. Wow. They're way above threshold. Ow. Keep at threshold. Okay. Mr. Films me, think I'm a superhero. Bye.
Right, so episode 2 of Road to Sub 70. That interval session was fantastic. It really was. I'm genuinely like the fittest and fastest that I've ever been, right? And with that new level of like athleticism and performance, there needs to be a improvement in the mental aspect as well. So I was carrying a lot of fatigue going into that session, and normally my mindset would be like, going into a session like that, would be like, right, I'm a bit fatigued, I'm a bit tired, whatnot. Didn't sleep well last night. See if I hold like a 405, 410, I'll be really, really happy with that. But that's not the reality that I'm in right now. My run pace, my threshold pace is massively improved over the last, well, ever since working with Max. I've literally taken it from like 410s, 415s down to 332s to 345s. So I'm running a lot quicker. And that's what I was doing with that, that's what I've done, with a threshold session, those 1K repeats. The average between 332 and 342, I believe, for all 8 rounds. So very, very, very happy with that. But mate, you join me in episode 2 and it's race week. You might be thinking, what the fuck? Thought you were racing in 7 weeks' time. I am. But I've also got a pro doubles in Dublin with good friend and very good athlete, client, Jordan. Jordan's a 105 pro athlete. I'm currently a 114. So he's way quicker than me. Way quicker. So Dublin is going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. It really is. But that's what I signed up for. We looked at last season's podium, or top 3 finishes, and there was like a 52, a 54 and then a 58. Me and Jordan have ran together once in Copenhagen in the open doubles. We hit a 57 then. So the goal for Dublin is to beat our open time. If we do that, we are hopeful that that'll land us a podium. But again, the field season by season is just getting faster and faster. We have no idea who's showing up. So we don't know if it's going to be like really, really stacked lineup or we'll actually be in with a chance of a podium. But we're in the first wave, so we're just going to go out and race our absolute hardest, and whatever the finish time and ranking is what it is. As long as we put in that best effort, which I know we both will, then the result is what it is, right? But in this one, mate, we're going to go over the actual training plan. Me and Max are now getting really, really specific with our training. So specific that pretty much all strength work has been pulled out. He said that we don't need to get stronger. The sled performance shows that strength is where it's at. Where I need to improve to get better is the endurance side of things and just that race conditioning side of things. So over the next 6 weeks, because it's now 6 weeks since until we race, we've got a 6 week specific phase where it's just right, what do we need to do in the next 6 weeks in order to get race conditioned and massively improve as a HYROX athlete. So things have changed quite a lot. We have 3 90-minute aerobic runs on a Sunday, on a Friday, and on a Tuesday. So Sunday, Tuesday and Friday, 90 minutes, nice and aerobic. You want to get closer to zone 1, 125 to 135 heartbeat, something like that. Nice and chilled. On Monday, we've got a quality interval session, so that's going to just differ in terms of volume, rep duration and things like that. This week, or today, we've got, it's a 1600 meter threshold effort into a 12-minute EMOM of 300 meters on, 100 meter off, repeat for 12 minutes, twice over. So that's going to be a tasty one. It's going to be a really tasty one. And we've got some at-home rehab stuff, plyometrics and whatnot. Tuesday, we've got 90 minutes with some rehab work. Wednesday's going to be an off day on a rest just because I'm slamming with work on Wednesdays now. Thursday is going to be a HYROX station session with some upper body put in there. So that's probably going to be my favourite session of the week. It's got a little bit of strength in there. But the station stuff is going to be sleds, wall balls, lunges, burpees, and it would probably be in like a circuit-based EMOM, Metcon type style workout there, within just upper body EMOM, bench, pull-ups, military press, row, stuff like that. And then Saturday is going to be a simulation day. Whether that's going to be full sims, 50% sims, 70% sims is yet to be known. I think we're just going to take that week by week. But yeah, Saturday's going to be a big kind of key priority session to really nail that race condition, to really gain an understanding of our race pace and just where we're at and how realistic that sub-70 goal is going to be. So looking forward to that. It's completely different to what I've done previously, but to be fair, things need to change in order for things to change. I can't just keep thinking, right, I'm strong, I'll be finding the stations and I'll just run. We need to start blending it all together a little bit more productively, and that's what we're doing over the next 6 weeks, mate. So yeah, looking forward to that. But there is something I also want to touch on. I didn't touch on in episode 1, and this is always going to be the biggest factor with me chasing my own athletic goals, and that's work life. Right now we're in a big growth phase within the business. We're taking on more athletes. There's already been 6 new athletes in the last, I want to say 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks, come on board. And from now until the end of the year, we're going to continue that growth. I can handle 60 to 70 athletes. And right now there's 40 odd athletes inside the team. So there's definitely scope for us to grow, but also we're improving the in-house service as well. I want to make sure that the one-on-one calls that I'm giving each athlete is to the highest quality possible. The systems inside the business are as optimal as possible. So yeah, there's just a lot going on inside the business just now, but it's exciting. It's really exciting, and of course we're trying to grow the socials as well. We're growing the YouTube channel, which is growing, which that's brilliant. It really is. We're growing the Instagram, and the third social media kind of platform or social platform that we're doing is the email list. I'm putting out 3 to 4 really high value quality emails every single week. So if you have not already subscribed to the email list, make sure that you do that. The link will be in the description there. If you've not subscribed to or followed the Instagram channel, again, that's in the description, so make sure you do that as well. Because those 2 platforms there, I give a lot of value, to athletes. So make sure you're following that as well. But yeah, mate, that's always going to be the big limiting factor is trying to balance absolutely everything. I've failed miserably at times. I've succeeded massively at times. So it's just trying to keep myself really, really organised. Allowing the missus as well, because she's very, very well organised. Allowing the missus to help out as well, because she is very, very keen to come into the business and help out as best as she can. So she's taking over right now. She's taking over the YouTube editing. She does all the edits for that. So that's why the actual video quality is way better, because she's doing it and she's way better than me. But she's also going to be taking over when we do our big team weekends, our big community days and stuff like that. She's going to take full reins over organising that. So the next one is going to be in... Actually, I'm not going to tell you that because I've yet to release it to athletes. So to be continued, mate. To be continued. But there's one coming up fairly soon, which is cool. So she's going to take reins over organising absolutely everything to do with that, which is class. And then we are going to be diving into the clothing side of things as well. When we're going to do that is to be confirmed, but it's something that me and the missus have both said. And just speaking to a few athletes and whatnot, they're really excited about that as well. So it makes sense to have our own like raceline products and stuff like that, because we are really going to be taking over this HYROX space, not from just an athlete and coaching standpoint, but just overall from a content standpoint, from a clothing standpoint, and of course just an overall results and brand awareness standpoint. We are going to be the go-to brand in HYROX. Our results obviously speak volumes, mate. We're already kicking most people's arses in terms of the actual quality of results that we get inside the brand. Not many brands are doing what we're doing, and it's fucking cool to see. It really is. So yeah, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, mate. A lot going on behind the scenes. So that's always going to be the thing. I'm always going to prioritise business, family life, and of course my athletes before I prioritise my own training. That's just how it is, and I will always be okay with that. But in saying that, I still have these big athletic goals that I want to accomplish, and I want to look back in 10 years' time and go, fuck, that was cool, I achieved that. So although it's not the priority, it's still a priority to me. But yeah, mate, that is the training plan. That is a little business and life update. So yeah, mate, this is going to be a fucking cool series. It really is. It's going to obviously showcase the training side of things, but it's going to showcase a lot more of the business side of things as well. But yeah, this is it's race week, mate. So the next video, episode 3, is going to be tapering or building into Dublin. We're not really tapering for Dublin at all. We're just going to trial and see how the body actually reacts to just a decent amount of volume before race day, and then collect that data, assess it, and then move forward and progress it and improve it, if we need to. But yeah, mate, hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I know it's just been like 12 minutes of me kind of waffling at the camera there, but things are moving in the right direction. I'm fitter and faster than I've ever been, so it is all systems go for Stockholm. But first, we go try podium in Dublin in 5 days' time. Anyway, subscribe to the channel if you've not already done so. Like the video if you've not already done so. Other than that, mate, I'll see you in episode 3.